Hello and welcome to UND Weather Update on this morning of March 3rd, 2021. I am Ben Remington bringing you your forecast this morning. Today we will have some unseasonable warmth in store for us, reaching up into the 40s for our high today, something we're not used to this time of year. As well, it is Severe Weather Awareness Week. We'll talk about some tips that can help keep you safe this summer when severe weather impacts the region. And as well, we do have the possibility of a storm impacting the upper Great Plains next week. We'll talk about that later in the forecast. Outside right now, we do see some clouds sitting over Grand Forks right now, and even a few wispy streaks falling down from there, some flurries moving through the area. You can see right there, they might not even be reaching the ground though. Kind of hard to tell, and they won't be too impactful even if they do. Sitting at 20 degrees right now, no wind is along for a rather nice morning here in Grand Forks right now. Now, while there are clouds now, there were not last night, and if you looked north last night, you may have seen something that looked a little bit like this. The northern lights were out in force last night. And they have been quite often lately, but last night was the best show we've gotten here in Grand Forks recently. This was taken just north of Grand Forks International Airport. Quite the view there. So keep looking to the north if the skies are clear. They have been very, very active lately. Temperatures across the region as we begin our morning. Seeing quite a few 20s across the state of North Dakota right now. Grand Forks, the coldest of the North Dakotan towns, at 20 right now. Seeing some 30s creep into parts of South Dakota as well as Minnesota. Minneapolis sitting at freezing right now, but our friends in northern Minnesota, of course, still stuck in the teens. Bemidji and International Falls can't quite reach that 20 barrier quite yet. Across the nation right now, we are seeing quite a bit of cold air impacting, well, everyone. Seeing a lot of 40s and 30s across the midsection of the country. Of course, Miami, the only ones able to escape any of this chilly air as we begin our morning. Now, for Severe Weather Awareness Week, we do want to keep you safe and aware as we head into the summer convective season. So the first tip we have is don't take shelter under overpasses during severe weather. That can cause all sorts of traffic jams on interstates and actually cause crashes that are more dangerous than the severe weather themselves, so don't do that. Number two, if sirens sound, get underground. Make sure that you are taking shelter if you hear any tornado warnings or even severe weather warnings. That stuff is serious, guys. You need to get underground if you hear those tornado sirens sounding. And of course, you can't always hear those sirens. So number three is always have a weather radio on hand. Having a weather radio is a surefire way to get your warnings to you. It'll broadcast what exactly that warning is for and exactly what county it is for as well. So always a good idea to have that on hand as we head towards the spring and summer severe weather season here in North Dakota and Minnesota. National SATRAD is sitting right now, seeing mostly clear across almost all the country. You do see a cold front stretching throughout the midsection of the country, bringing some cold air to the midsection of us. We also do see some storms and some rain going on across parts of Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina. But again, nothing too impactful across the entire country right now. Relatively quiet. Local satellite and radar is going to show us these flurries moving through right now. Again, kind of hard to tell if they're actually reaching the ground. They do appear quite light at best, so not too impactful. Maybe just a slight coating on the roadways and a slight reduction in visibility as you pass through some of these on your way to work. Futurecast is going to show any of those flurries moving out through Minnesota as we head through the afternoon hours. By about noon or 1 p.m. they should be well out of our hair. And our skies will begin to clear as we head towards tonight. Mostly clear tonight, and as we head into tomorrow, we'll see a few clouds approaching to our south, but they shouldn't really make it all the way up to Grand Forks. Again, mostly clear tomorrow. By the time we get to Friday, we see more clouds coming in, but that is associated with some warm air moving in from the south. So quite a warm day on Friday, and as well, that'll make for a very warm weekend here in Grand Forks. Today, 42 for our high here in Grand Forks. Will be mostly clear and calm out there with the exception of these morning flurries moving through the area, of course. Again, those winds calm, northeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight we'll drop down to 19 degrees and those clouds will reduce. We do have some frost possible tonight, but that is really the only thing to talk about tonight. And tomorrow we reach a high of 49 degrees, just under that 50-degree mark. It is going to be warm, and make sure you get outside and enjoy it. And especially as we head into this weekend, that weather is going to be absolutely nice out there. We see 40s for the next 3 days here. As we head into the weekend, we could even go up into the 50s, seeing 50 for Saturday and 52 on Sunday, a very, very unseasonably warm day. Again, we probably are going to be in the 50s on Monday. By the time we get to Tuesday, that's when we're thinking we could see a large-scale system move through the upper Great Plains. We don't have any great details on it right now, but we are increasing our confidence that somewhere in the northern Great Plains, a very large and impactful system will move through the northern Great Plains. So be aware, by the time we're doing this show next week, we could be talking about a lot worse weather than our 7-day forecast is showing right now. Thank you for watching UND Weather Update. I am Ben Remington. Please tune in next time.